No. The siege. Still on vacation. Great vacation. Fantastic vacation. I definitely choose the best time. As always. You know what? I enjoy the vacation though. Even though I have been thinking about pushing it for another one. But that is a different. We don't really have that luxury because Palworld is around the corner. Yeah. Like the first week, I talked about this before, right? The first week, it's like I don't even remember the first week of me having a vacation because of the heat. I don't. I remember shit, right? So then the second week, which happened last week, was finally like the first actual vacation. Now it's the third week, and I'm already kind of back to work. I don't know, man. I'm bad at this whole vacation thing. And I blame YouTube on that, but I blame YouTube on that. This whole thing of like, what do you mean you were gone for like 2 or 3 weeks? Are you dead? Should we close down your channel? Like, do you not want to be ever acknowledged again on your channel? Like, oh, well then you better work, bitch. It's like, yeah, thanks. Okay, cool. But yeah, I have also 2 videos planned. Um, we'll do that this week. Of course, summer vacation. Still on vacation. The one video is already done, so I might throw it out there. If you don't know about it, I started to back in City Skylines 2 a little bit of a report on how the game has evolved since the new developer took over about 6 months ago. And TLDR slash spoiler, it's good. Like, holy shit. That was the right choice. Picking out the devs, the original ones, whatever happened to them, whatever blockage hit them in the end. Um, yeah, yeah. Turns out they were the problem. Another like I was reading through all this. So the new devs are really candid about what's going on with Cities Skylines 2, which is refreshing. Like if you are interested in what is going on with Skylines 2, then they have you covered. They do an amazing community work, and they let people peek into the whole process very often. And mainly speaking, the old dev screwed it up at times. They bet on some technology which never went anywhere to utilize. Um, Even somebody like apparently told them not to do it. They did bet again on a relatively old Unity version, which was already outdated again when they started to work at this game. And they made some pretty baffling design slash program choices, which I will be honest, I have no clue about. I'm not a programmer. I I cannot even read code or anything. Um, I have no clue about. But so this is just hearsay from the new developers themselves who clearly say, "Wow, first week at the job, I looked at the code base and I was like, what the fuck is this? What is going on?" But they're not just talking; they're actually doing things. Like as I said, they have already pushed quite a bit of patches to fix like a lot of the big issues and new gameplay things, redoing a lot of the balance and play mechanics in the game. And so far, also performance. Performance had, I'm not saying it's perfect. Like, even the developers are admitting, like, hey, sorry, it's about the performance still. We have to do something about it more. But basically, because of the old, we cannot even add new DLSS and all that. We are pretty much limited to a lot of things. And I wouldn't say there was well, there was probably a debate internally at some point to upgrade to a completely new version, but they looked at the work that would take and just said, "Ah." Like, keep in mind, City Skylines 2 has been now for nearly years, and it was in disarray for 3 years. Plus, the game was supposed to come out 2020. It came out 2023. So it's like, wow, you were already 3 years, 3 fucking years over the original thing. Who knows how much Paradox already came? Mm. So, yeah, believe it or not, City Skylines Paradox is not the bad guy this time. Don't you worry, they will find another outlet. Yeah. So there's a video. Okay. One is playing right now. Yeah, I also requested a key for. Didn't get it. Oh well. Oh well. It's not bad. Super duper important. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about today because we have a few things. Um, we have other. We have a few things we have to talk about. First, we will technically, and I say technically, because let me explain this if you haven't read my Discord message. Um, we will check out Moonlight. It's a Stardew Valley Vampire Famining Sim. Super cute. Looks also interesting gameplay wise, which, looks are one thing, and it's the gameplay in the end which has to captivate me. And they're not, if they're not doing that, then, right, pretty much the thing. So, yeah. But it looks really cool, gameplay wise, right? Um, it looks super interesting. Oh, so I requested a code, and I got one. Yeah, I got one. Mm-hmm. Which is super cool. Problem is, it's bugged. Of course, it is. This has to do apparently with the or some of the content creator keys they're giving out, and it seems like some of them are bugged. And of course, my luck sometimes. I of course grab the bug key, and now I have a problem. Now I have the problem that it's not in my library. So Steam basically, it's my understanding, information I gathered, but Steam is basically telling me, even if I'm trying to enter a new code, that, hey, when you're trying to pull here, you already have this game registered to your library, right? It's already in our data bank. and we cannot do that again. Why would we do that? And that's completely normal, and that's what Steam is doing, right? The problem here is that it isn't in my life. It doesn't show up. Like even if I'm going on the official Steam page, Steam is still also telling me, "Hey, you wanna, you um, you wanna buy this, right?" So it doesn't work, and so I did reach out, publisher, of course, well, the PR, and the game play later on show up, and thankfully I was not the only person who came to them. Like, what? Oh, you are now like the X person to tell us this. I think we have to look into this. So that was a few hours ago. And they came back to me. Were like, yeah, something is bugged here. We don't know if it is on Steam's end. We don't know if it is on our end. We trying to find a solution. And because you were basically in the state to have it, or to also don't have it, just throwing a new key at problem or even buying the game, it's not fixing the problem. Like something in the background stop. So have they fixed it yet? I have my email open, I have my Steam open, and I'm hoping when we are done with the big Xbox talk that be able to play it. There is a strong possibility, stress this enough, there is a strong possibility that we might not be able to play the game today. I know that sucks. Sorry about that. But there's not much I can do here. You know? Not much here. It's literally just sit and wait. See if they, oh, if they can fix it as quickly as possible. Now the good thing is, oh, thing is that Xbox has screwed, well, not screwed up, but did their big reset yesterday, and we have a lot to talk. We have a lot to talk. So, yeah, we might just be lucky that after an hour or two, we're done here. My whole thing got fixed. Jump into it. So, yeah. That's the plan for today. So, but so now you might ask, well, why didn't you just postpone the stream? Because I really wanted to talk about the Xbox thing. I also will make it into a video, and I just wanted to do it. I really wanted to do it. It itched in my fingers, so I didn't really have much planned today. Because I also started and finished Armored Core 6. I think I started on Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday or Saturday, I started Armored Core 6. I finished it yesterday. Pretty short game. Wasn't aware of that. I wasn't. I was aware that it was short, but I wasn't aware of. I think it took me about 25 to 30 hours to finish the game. So relatively quickly here. Was good. I do recommend. I think it's on sale right now. And I played it when it came out, but I never finished it. So yeah, highly recommend it. Um, Fortunately, the boss before the actual end boss is the actual end boss, and it's bullshit. It's this, when you are defeating nearly every boss in the game, first or second try, with occasional issue bosses, right? Because my build is not really made for that. Yada, yada, yada. Um, and then you have like the last boss, well, last boss, and it took me 2 hours to defeat that thing. It took me 2 hours, and even the last, the, when I defeated the boss, I wasn't sure if I got defeated or the boss got defeated. It was so cut. Like I played around all my weapons and loadouts, and the boss is just it's this typical From Software thing, and we really don't know how we can make this boss any harder on a skill level. So we are just throwing a lot of bullshit at you. And there's a chance that you will get hit by it. If you did, reset. If you didn't, cool, try to continue. Right? It's a very From Software has that problem in all the games. They got better at it. Dark Souls 3, I would say, was the first game actually kind of figured it out, get a little bit better at it. It's still a lot of bullshit in there, but get better. And then I think Elden Ring was the best one because the bullshit only returned for the end boss. And you were like, yeah, okay, okay. They nearly managed it. And the same happened with Armored Core 6 again, where the worst part is it's not even there is an actual end boss after that fight, and that was a joke. I did it in first try. So did it, or no, second try. Second try, sorry, second try. Because the first try, I didn't have air kits anymore. Something happened. Couldn't defeat it in the first try. Um, but nonetheless, from stop doing that. Like again, that has nothing to do with skill. It's really just, oh, there are 20 million lasers, and well, you better only get hit by 50 million lasers, and then you have a chance to actually beat the boss afterwards. But yeah. So finished Armored Core 6 was great. Was great. Really enjoyed that. And hey, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? We are. We are Friday. All right. So let's talk a little bit about Friday because I think we have to talk about it. If you don't know, Friday is also World. And if Tiny hears that, thank you. I do appreciate that. It's like I was trying to find the thumbnail, which is like I'm excited for Moonlight Peaks, but I'm disgusted by the Xbox Reset. So I had to find like a good. My shitty thumbnails are getting a little bit better. Still shit, but they're at least getting somewhere. They're getting good at being shit. Um, Friday. Right, right. Friday. So Friday is the Palworld release, and we have finally an official release time. Well, somewhat time. Somewhat time. They do not have a full blown time. Let me see. Let me see. Mm, we posted this on social media. They do. See. I think it's on Reddit. Not going to freaking X. Go in there. They don't even have that pinned. Um, there are apparently quite a bit of long trailers for the 1.0 release of Palworld. I'm not watching that. I would just be surprised. Uh, eh, ah, there it is. So yeah, it's. I mean, I know that I could have told you that immediately. That the release time 12:30 Japanese summertime. That doesn't help anyone. This is why I was looking for the actual time zones. You know, the time zones where people are actually living in. Who lives in Japan? So that would translate into the following time zones. In Americas, it would be 11:30 p.m. East Coast time on July 9th, right? And then for let's say um for Pacific, it would be 8:30 p.m. on the 9th. That's very important because the official release is on the 10th. So if you are living in the funny time zones where you are very much in the past, might actually play it. For all the people living in Central Europe, it is 5:30 on July 10th. And I mean 5:30 a.m. Sorry. It's kind of funny. When I'm on my vacation, by the way, and I'm very much like not using English that often, time zones become, well, not time zones, like times become a blur because I'm completely functioning on the 24-hour system, right? I'm completely functioning on the 24-hour system. I have never in my life, because we are not using it here, um, use AM PM. It's the only time when I'm using English, when I'm actually everything else is 2 hours for me. So when I'm switching back to not using English for a while, I'm still doing this. Yeah, hey, let's meet at 5:30. And my buddy is like, "Can what, mate? It's in the middle of the night. Why would what? Do you mean 70:30? Right, right. So yeah, and then when I'm switching back again, I'm reading the times with PM and AM, and I'm moving back to 12 hours. But yeah, Central Europe is 5:30 a.m. UK is 4:30 a.m. So that means on Friday, uh, I'm waking up. just have to download, probably re-download the game. Well, actually, I haven't. Maybe I should download the game. maybe, maybe I should download the game for that because the game was relatively big, wasn't it? How big was it? Yes, yes. How big? Can I see this without? I should be able to see this. Oh no, it's actually only 30 gigabyte. You download 24. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. They they cut down on the size so much. I thought so. Ah, okay, cool. Let's see. Mm-hmm. And then we should be able to play on Friday. Should be able to. Yep, yep, yep. Howard had an update some time ago when they optimized the game and cut the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had a lot of like re-engine bloat in it when I first played it. I am again, I have played so many games. I've downloaded so many game sizes. I had so many sizes to handle. If made bigger, smaller, chunkier, girthier sizes of games, and like sometimes you were mixing them up. Right? Like especially when you were handling a lot of sizes at once with yeah, it's just like you're getting a little bit size confused. But as I always say, it's not the size of the video game which matters, but how fun it is. Yep. Hello. So amazing. Yeah. So pretty simple. We should be good on Friday. I haven't played this game since early access. I haven't looked at it once. I am actually kind of curious to see what they have done because here's the thing. Howard when it came out was an amazing proof of concept, but it was janky as hell. Which makes sense because if you're looking at Pocket Pair and you look at the games they made before, I wouldn't say they were asset flips, and I don't want to use the word or the term slop because it's completely overused for everything and the internet is stupid as usual, so I don't like to use. But it felt yeah. There was a Terraria update. Hell, I don't even know that there was a Terraria update. But look, again, proof of concept was a lot of fun in early access, and I put a lot of time into it. I think I nearly finished it. I I think I reached max level. I don't know if I reached it off stream. I was definitely in the volcano region, desert region, and then I think I defeated all the tower bosses. I don't know. I don't know anymore. It has been so long. I definitely reached 60. Yeah. For guides. I definitely reached 60 for guides. So so long. But yeah, Friday. Friday. Hmm. And by the way, I will maybe play a little bit more on the weekend because I really want to make some guides for it. Like I remember that back in the day, I made some guides for it. I don't know if I made it on the ChaosMole channel or I think it was on the Mole RP channel, and they did so well. They did so freaking well. Especially, I think this was my biggest. Let me see if it's still trending. See if biggest non-reaction video. Our world food. Uh, does it even show? I think my video doesn't. Yeah, if I'm entering guide, funny. Yeah. So if I'm entering Mole RP, it still shows. It still shows. Mm-hmm. That was definitely my best. Oop, wait. Let's talk about food in Power Word. Uh, Power Word. Thanks, automatic translation of YouTube. Talk about food in Power Word. Oh, heck, man. Thanks. Thanks. Uh, but yeah, that video did numbers. That video and my other Power World guides actually did numbers. So it was it's kind of funny because I was definitely one of the first who um jumped into Power World, right? And because of that, I had a pretty good shot at getting views. And then slowly took over. Oh well. Oh well. But that fixed the game. from them. All right, that's something. Apparently, they have found a solution. They imp. All right. All right. No, that's good. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's an update. Yeah, just 7 minutes ago, got the email. Hey, yeah, we are working on it. We have the solution. We're fixing it now. All right. Do I have anything else before we are now jumping into the Xbox Disaster? So, no thanks. I think it's time. I think it's time. Time to talk about Xbox. All the bullshit, all the absolute fuck up this has become. But before we do this, I have to run to the toilet very quickly. I run one or two ads in the meantime. It will be super quick, and then we are doing this. But I have to pee very quickly, and I don't want to do that when I'm doing the talk slash recording. I will be back just a minute. See you then. Alrighty. Hi. Whoop. Hi. Hi. Let's sing. Shall we? Shall we? Not that I am super enthusiastic about this, but it's time. Xbox thing. Get your butts. Right. Second, on my serious YouTube face. um, you've probably heard big Xbox Reset. Well, if you haven't yet, you will in a minute. But TLDR, basically last evening, afternoon, night, depending on where you live, depending on the time zone, Xbox has announced that they do big reset. And that means a lot of people lose their jobs, a lot of studios got spun off, and it boils basically down to the dismantling of the legacy Phil Spencer has left behind. And some of the things are flabbergasting, to say the least. Some others were to be expected. And now I want to give you my perspective on this. Why does my perspective care? Well, that's the neat part. It doesn't. But I have been working in the industry for 15 years now. I have been playing video games for over 30 years at this point. And yeah, I've been working as a games journalist, then became a manager, helped to bring a small little game called Black Desert Online over to the West. Then I worked as a consultant, a lot of gameplay aspects on Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, helped out there to bring expansion, the launch, and then I started also to become content creator. Recently worked on as a consultant again for survival management game. That's all I can say right now because I'm still under NDA. And yeah, I've been around in the industry for a while. So if you want to see somebody who has at least some inside knowledge from the industry and knows what's happening in the gaming world, besides of just reading it somewhere on Reddit, let's talk about this. The second question is probably, what has this to do with a strategy game channel? Ah, glad that you ask. Well, if you don't know, Xbox actually has some strategy games and has one of the biggest strategy games franchises in the world called Age of Empires. And TLDR, that was not affected. At least from what we know, the Age of Empires team is completely unaffected. And it seems like the most of the internal Xbox developers who have been basically with Xbox um, from the beginning have not really been affected, right? Which cannot be said for any of the other studios. So I think it is important to look at one of the biggest publishers and money givers out there and what this also means for strategy games. So I do think it is important and I do think it fits, yes, strategy channel. With that said, let's read through the official announcement. I will read the whole thing first, and then I will grab some of the paragraphs. Keep in mind what we are reading here is not some blogger, not some PR person who just wrote on a rainy Sunday evening. This is coming from Asha Sharma, the CEO of Xbox, right? And basically, this has been read and approved by lawyers and all the other PR persons before this ever hit the internet. So, what they are saying here is they choose every word deliberately because it's also a corporation and not just a YouTuber making some weird things. So, resetting Xbox. This message just sent to Team Xbox employees globally. Team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I have made the difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 throughout the financial year of 2027. For people who are wondering what's that in percentage, 20%. This will include approximately 1,600 role eliminations today, and in addition, 4 studios will leave Xbox to new management. I recognize that a year-long restructuring creates additional challenges. Unfortunately, it is not possible to make all the necessary changes in a single day, and I wanted to be direct about the scale. I know this is painful. These changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into building Xbox. Sorry, Xbox! Many joined us through acquisitions, while others were recruited here or sought us out because they loved this industry and loved Xbox. Today's decisions do not reflect their talent. Our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. We entered Gen 9 that's, by the way, Gen 9 consoles. You're wondering what are they talking about? Console generations. With a smaller install base and a higher cost structure. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and a broader portfolio of content. While those businesses have created meaningful value, they do not grow at the pace we expected. As that happened, our core business weakened and we added more teams, more investment, and more time, hoping for a better outcome. Now the industry is facing the most severe hardware crisis in its history. We must reset Xbox. First, we will reset our content portfolio. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio, while the number of games created each month across the industry is now outpace the last 10 years combined. We now find ourselves competing only with the largest publishers, but also with smaller independent studios. It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio. We have also learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar we invested. As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will return to management and transition to independent studios with their IP, catalog, and runaway for their next games. I assume that's money. Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have entered terms to join new ownership with funding to complete and grow Senua and State of Decay 3. In France, Arcane's management is beginning required consultation with its works council to review potential strategic options, aka unions. We are also making reductions across other units, and in some cases shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects. These changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first-party publicly announced games or projects are being cancelled as part of these reductions. In addition, Mojang and King will now report directly to me. Two studios have increasingly platforms and are our largest by monthly active players. They bring critical geographic, demographic, and what? Differentiation, differentiation. Second, to Xbox. Second, we will reset our platform. We know that great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management. Our platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation, even as our player base and playtime have declined. That complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players. As we reset Xbox, we will simplify. We'll reduce management layers to no more than 5 and, where possible, 3. We will deliver success through a flatter organization that is built around makers, individual contribution focused on building, player coaches, leaders being deeply involved in the work while developing their teams, and directly responsible individuals, DRIs, who own key decisions and outcomes. And we will streamline how we work across our tools with cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% reduced vendor spend. Oh, yeah, we will talk about that. Third, we are resetting how we operate. As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Teams, studios, and functions often operate independently, and it became harder to work towards a shared goal, make the right trade offs, and get things done. For the first time, we are establishing a chief operating officer with end-to-end P&L responsibility across content, hardware, platform, and services. Helen Chiang has been promoted to this role and will report directly to me. Over nearly 2 decades at Xbox, Helen has helped build some of our most important businesses, from Xbox Live to leading Mojang franchise. She will bring our businesses together under one operating model, making sure we make clear investment decisions, learn from our success and failures, and hold ourselves accountable for results. Thank you, Dave McCarthy, for who is retiring after 17 years with Xbox. Dave has played a defining role in building the platform that millions of players rely on every day, and has been a trusted partner through many of the biggest moments in Xbox history. We wish him best. These changes are about a bigger future for Xbox, a smaller one. The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than everything we have seen before. This year, we'll invest as much in Xbox as we ever have, but we'll invest in greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity, all in service of making Xbox where the world of players create. I want Xbox to be one of the few companies that entertains more than 1 billion people each day and gives everyone the opportunity to create it. I know we can achieve this goal. Xbox has many of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history, talented studios around the world, and we will return to growth in 2027. History is full of companies that mistakes longevity for innovate, invadability. There we go. We will not be one of them. Asher. And reading this out loud again. Where to begin? Start from. So, 3,200 people gone. Apparently, this also includes the people who are leaving the companies they're kicking out. What's even worse about this is that only half of it is happening right now, and the other half is slowly happening next year. The strain that puts on human people and the work output must be insane. Think about that. Today was a bloodbath. So many people lost their jobs. so many well-known people lost their job. And this was only half of it. More to come. So every day you're now going to work. Never know. I know this has been a theme for quite some jobs in the last few years. That doesn't make it better, that doesn't make it acceptable. And it's just shit. It's cowardly. I do assume that we will see who will lose their jobs depending on the releases which we have ahead of us. Gears of War, Fable, right? Like they are games coming out, and if they are not landing, you believe we will see quite a bit of reduction in headcount regarding those games. And if you're wondering who got hit the hardest, um, ZeniMax Online apparently lost nearly 30% of its developers working on Elder Scrolls Online. So much so that they had to put out uh, a statement that the roadmap they just announced is basically off the table. Season 1 was supposed to start, I think, Thursday? I think it's starting on Thursday. And 2 days before it actually started, they had to say, yeah, that's still happening because that's done. Right? That's out there. We are just waiting for the release. But everything afterwards. Oh, and by the way, if you're waiting for updates, we just fired our community manager of like 17 years at the company. And so, yeah, good luck. Good luck. Right? Obsidian were also hit hard. I think they lost about 20% of their workforce. Right? Uh, I think Bethesda hasn't really lost much. They lost a few, but they are now telling basically Bethesda, hey, could you finally get your shit together? And I get that. Like, don't get me wrong, it is insane to me how neither Fallout or Elder Scrolls really got any game in the last decade at this point. I know they all bet on Starfield to be their third IP, but they failed. So, yeah. I do assume that Bethesda will lose stuff. Activision Blizzard also bled quite a bit. Yes, even Blizzard did by it's every studio. Every studio is losing. We're just going to social media, LinkedIn, and just look around. There are lists out there of all the people who were affected by this in which position, and those are some really high specific positions which are being affected by all of this, which is crazy, right? This is not just, oh, we fired the intern to make our numbers look a little better. We did let go of some really, really big people who have been with the company for a decade, who have been made the IPs play and love every day, but they are them out. Now, I know some people would say, good, some new blood is coming in. My reaction is more like, I don't think they will replace this. I don't think there is a replacement plan for that position. It's not like they are swapping out those people, they are just eradicating that position and that's it. So it's the usual, I think, misunderstanding. And I know this boils down to the usual question of what is capitalism and where does it go. But I do think that cutting down your company limb for limb doesn't make you, like, what you were doing is basically you were falling back some secure places and you were like, nah. We are just happy with what we are, with what we have, and let's focus on the thing we have. But yeah, I don't think that will work. But that's my opinion on capitalism stuff. Now, let's talk also on the studios. Uh, no, first of all, let's talk about this here. Our business is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform publishing businesses. We bet on Game Pass. Yeah, apparently that was that decision in the end. And that's what a lot of studio acquisitions they did in the last few years was literally just to feed Game Pass, become the Netflix of gaming, and then increasing the price by double the amount. Such a decision. But what I think is important, let's talk about the studio. So Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will go independent again. Good. Um, I think it's better for both. I never understood Compulsion and Double Fine Productions. They were too quirky. Especially Double Fine Productions with Tim Schafer and his crew. Those people breathe. I don't think they did fit in structure. And I do believe that Phil probably promised them, hey, you can just continue as you were. We are just your sugar daddy. And now Asher is here. It's like, no, it's time for corporate oversight. You better fill in. And that I and neither think that Compulsion or Double Fine do fit that bill. They just don't. I never understood when they got bought, and there was definitely a moment of just don't fit in here. Like, just not. Then, of course, we have Ninja Theory and Undead Labs, who are now under new ownership, which I'm very curious to hear about who that new owner is, especially State of Decay. State of Decay 3 is nearly done. They have a release time for it. They are running betas for a while. For what we hear, the game is good. It's this weird. Okay, we have this nearly finished game, and we still decided that we didn't want them. Especially when you were looking at the numbers of State of Decay 3, they look pretty good. Just saw a I saw a news thing central this morning. State of Decay 3 is apparently just Microsoft wish listed games right now on Steam. And I was like, wait a minute. So you decided after all this that it's still good to just kick them out, right? Oh, they're doing something. Some water. Oh yes, I got the water out for this. Mm-hmm. Always drinking water. You know, it's serious. So I will say the same thing for Undead Labs. And not for Undead Labs, for Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory never made sense to me, the Xbox umbrella. Um, Especially because the only really successful game was Senua's Sacrifice. I love the first one, but they should have ended right there. After they played the first one, done. And Microsoft basically identified them as the Senua studio now. And I think that was the biggest mistake. That was the biggest mistake they could have. Like, again, first Senua, really good. The novelty with the voices, the story was really good. The story had a good ending. Like, they should have never the second one. Because I played the second one, finished the second one, and it was mediocre at best. Looked great, but it was mediocre. The voices became just annoying at this point, and the story of Senua was basically done. First one, I didn't need it in next, and that they are now working on third Senua. Ah man, ah man, just let it be. Undead Labs, as I said before, I do think that Undead Labs did fit in, but I wonder how much they moved away from State of Decay 1 and 2, more or less indie games, to State of Decay 3 game, and if they actually have the feeling of AAA. Don't know. Played State of Decay. And we don't know what's happening with the game. Arcane, to make this clear, Arcane was Bethesda, so it's also really weird because Arcane is working on a Blade game right. Paid a lot of money for that license. Pretty sure of it. Like what's going on? I know that there's this lingering news article out there where they're talking about like, yeah, haven't you heard? Blade is over budget and it's already like 2 years late or so. That's why. Oh, oh, what? Do you know how many video games nowadays are over budget and over time? I think I can count the video game at one hand. I don't even need a full hand, probably. Count how games are on time and not over budget. It's not an argument. Like, the whole industry has to deal with that. So, yeah, weird. Like, we will see what happens with Arcane. See what happens with Blade. But I always had the feeling that Arcane, like, for me, it's bizarre. For me, it's a bit bizarre. When you were looking at Arcane, it is the studio who actually delivered multiple games since the acquisition of Xbox and is clearly the studio Xbox wanted. And that is so bizarre to me. So bizarre. So, Mojang and King will now report directly to me. That's interesting. One is a mobile game developer and publisher, and the other one is just Minecraft. I mean, she talks about platforms. Like it's I reading this, right, that they have basically become the biggest, largest platforms by monthly active players. And then you have this nonsense down here where she talks about that in the future she wants to have more than 1 billion people each day, not per month, each day to create and connect. I wonder if they are seeing Minecraft and King as their opportunity to be like the next Roblox. They want to be Roblox. And I'm like, you're far too late for that. Punch a ticket. You are running after trends again. Done this before, and it seems like you have nothing else to offer instead of pointing at something which is successful and say, I want that. But before, here we are. So when somebody from a CEO perspective is mumbling about they want a billion, a billion people each day to connect on Xbox, I'm like, Usher, where do you get 1 billion people? Like, keep in mind, even social media and Roblox is not really doing that. So wh- where? And hey, folks, welcome in. I also record this. It's like, are you high on crack? I have to ask that. Are you high on crack right now? Or are you just trying to please some higher up at Microsoft, right? Where somebody asks you, so Asher, what's your goal you want to achieve with Xbox? 1 billion people every day. Holy shit, that's ridiculous. Let's go. Like, again, reading that in combination with the top part that she is now having direct control on Mojang and also King. Yeah. Yeah. They're now looking for the not social media games, but like the social games. They're now looking for the next big social game, and they're hoping that Minecraft. I I guarantee you, this is a guarantee on my end. In the next 2 to 3 years, Xbox will announce not Minecraft 2, but they will announce a Minecraft Roblox thing. Right? They have already tested this a bit with Sea of Thieves and the newest update. And I guarantee you, get the announcement that you can now use like Minecraft, like Roblox. Because Roblox is super successful. And the biggest I don't know how many people have heard about this, but basically Roblox is creating a new issue that you would kind of assume that the older the people get and the longer they stick with Roblox, that they would at some point go out there and look for other games, right? They want to play the bigger games. They don't. They stick with Roblox. So they don't need any, which makes sense because Roblox is allowing you to literally play all the games out there. You don't need developers because some 9-year-old, I don't know, Indian boy living in absolute poverty made a game which now makes millions for Roblox for $50. And if you think, wow, that's a over exaggeration of the situation, no, that's exactly what's happening in Roblox. You can read all about it. Like, there are tons of reports and investigative journalism about how basically Roblox is more or less making my child's work, and they acknowledge it. Nothing happens. Yeah, I can see how Microsoft is just like, oh my god, I want that too. Now, let's continue. We're not done here. We're not done here. Oh. Um, so they're basically now talking about like they're competing with, well, everyone. It's like, yeah, yeah. And they do say they cannot hire every every studio out there, which makes also sense. The thing is, I kind of get what they are trying to do, and I do support that. I'm actually with Xbox on this, with Microsoft on this, and I cannot believe I would say this, but there are a few points here I really do believe make sense. First of all, so many studios with so many different games, and you sometimes just marvel at those games and go, "Who's supposed to play this? Who is this for?" Like, don't get me wrong, I love Double Fine Productions, but Kiln? Like, the problem was that Kiln was probably an incubator. It was an incubator game, right? It was an incubator game, and then somebody thought that it would need some marketing budget, and who knows how many millions and millions they throw behind it. Like, look, I love the game, but I just don't fit. So they're moving away from that. Now they're talking about the platform. And this is, in my opinion, areas. And a quick note for other questions here in chat and all that. I will ignore that because I'm also trying to keep this relatively watchable on YouTube. So I will focus on that right now and then answer questions later. Sorry. Um, we know great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger. Today, in some parts of the company, work passes through layers of management. Our platform is 40% start of generation. So basically, what they are saying there, they have too many layers of management, and I do agree. Like, think about that for a second. You, as a developer, have a game idea, and you have to go through actual 14 layers of management before somebody says, "What? Make this game." That's insane. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So I also like that they are now having individuals which own decisions and outcomes. I think that is another problem in those mega corps where when something really fails at games, it's everyone's fault. No, most of the times it's not everyone's fault. It's management who agreed to some gameplay elements, which the gaming community made clear multiple times that they don't want that shit. And some management somewhere said, "Ah, put it in anyways." Right? So yeah, get some people who are responsible. So they also talk about basically how many people are working at the studios and all that. I do I do agree with this a little bit. Like, one of the weirdest things, and I never understood that, is PR. I asked this question when Starfield came out. Starfield, the next big Bethesda game, didn't turn out to be that next big thing. But regardless, at the time, it was the next big thing. And as a content creator, I had to reach out to them. And you would kind of think, okay, I'm reaching out to Microsoft slash Xbox PR and ask there. And Xbox is literally like, nah, man, it's hands off for us. We have nothing to do with this. You have to talk to Bethesda. So you were going to Bethesda, and Bethesda is like, oh, yeah, we are taking care of this. Uh, just a quick question: which country are you from? Yeah, Europe. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, that's not us. That's not us. You have to go to this Bethesda branch or PR and reach out to them. In a minute. You have three PR branches basically just for Bethesda stuff? How many PR people do you have? Like, and I asked then, I dare to ask the question, why the hell do we have so many PR companies running individual games for Xbox when they have an Xbox PR company? And I got blacklisted for that by Bethesda. Yeah, I know some of you have already heard the story, but yeah, there was the time I got blacklisted at Bethesda. Thanks, Bethesda, because I asked the wrong question. And I still have to ask that question, like, why do you have like basically multiple branches which are all the same, but for your different games and studios? Right? Weird. Um, let's also not forget, funny enough, they are bitching a little bit about the decline in user base and the decline in how many people are using Xbox and Xeon. Because that's the problem. Microsoft, it's fascinating to me how Microsoft has basically shot themselves. Sorry, how Microsoft has shot Xbox in the foot multiple times. Like the hardware shortage everyone is dealing with. That's in part to Microsoft. Because Microsoft bet so much money on AI, which they're now step back slowly because they realize, whoa, but that's a different topic. Like, your own masters betrayed you multiple times. And here's the thing, right? When you're looking at the next generation of consoles coming out, I don't like it would be very interesting to see how they are justifying PlayStation 7 and an Xbox. I don't know what they're calling it. The Xbox will cost $1,000. No physical games anymore. Restrictions everywhere. And you probably want $1,000 for them. And $90 games. Don't I don't really see this happening. Like, and then they are talking again about how they want 1 billion people. Trucker, how do you acquire new when basically getting into gaming as a hobby has never been that expensive? I know there are some companies out there like Microsoft who claim that we are all just gaming over the cloud. But you see how much the people bitch right now about the PlayStation announcement that's starting next year, or the year afterwards, sorry, 2028. They will not have physical releases anymore. What do you think will happen when you are trying to explain to the people that, well, you don't need a PC, you don't need the hardware to play games, just use the cloud? Like, you were in for a rude awakening because this is something some companies, and I know we talked about this before, but some companies in other regions, in other markets, have a quasi monopoly. They own that thing. In gaming, capitalism still works. It's not broken. The market and the consumers decide what they want. They don't need Xbox. Shit, they don't need PlayStation. Especially with the PC existing. Like, I can go to Steam, GOG, or anywhere else and just be like, all right, let's find me 100 games. And we'll find 100 games easily. I haven't played yet. I will probably enjoy the heck out of it. And they are not linked to Microsoft, to PlayStation, or whatever. And I sometimes think they are forgetting. That's my point. They forget that we do have choices. So when somebody talks about they want 1 billion players, I really have to ask the question, what for? How? You need a banger, multiple bangers to make that happen. And I know that some people would say, she just put that here to make it look good, to be enthusiastic, to give people the idea that they have a plan and they're executing on this, yada yada yada. I don't think so. Because as I said, this message was not just written by her on a rainy Sunday evening. This was written by her and probably co-written by a lot of PR people, and this was going through a lot of management before this ever saw the day. And every word, every sentence chosen here was chosen deliberately. So please excuse me when I'm a little bit skeptical of like, yeah, this is just tooting their own horn, right? Like, yeah, sure, but also, but long story short, this is a disaster. Like so many people lost their job. So many people will still lose their job. And so much also of generational knowledge is gone. Because again, we talked about this earlier, right? They didn't just fire interns. They didn't just fire the newcomers and try to make their spreadsheet for next month look prettier. They actually did fire a lot of people with substance and a lot of people who have been with the studios for 10, 15, or even 20 years. And generational knowledge is a thing in the gaming industry. Because believe it or not, developers are really bad still at writing down or reporting how they work and how they do things. Because, well, it's an art form. It's also hard to do that sometimes. And I'm really interested to see if this is another thing I don't think that Xbox is getting right now is that it's not the company who makes you the games. It's the people who are working at every game is a unique piece of art. And moving people around can work. Absolutely. Some studios, some projects need a new spark of people who bring ideas to the table. But again, that's not what's happening here because they do just eliminate the roles. They just remove those people. They're not replacing them, they remove them. A replacement comes. So, where does that lead us? I don't think much is like I really do believe that this is Xbox just trying to find a way out. They are desperate. This reeks of being desperate because they're running out of ideas what to do. And no, to make this clear, this is not a video about PlayStation. If I would now start to talk about PlayStation and the bullshit they are pulling and the stuff they are doing and how much they are hurting and damaging the brand right now, we would sit here for an hour. I will not go into that. This is a video about Xbox, but believe me, I'm very much aware that PlayStation is not really that much better. So, yeah. But let's wrap this up. I think this is the longest video I've ever made. But let's wrap this up slowly. Will this work out? We will see. I don't think so. They're trying too many things to fix right now. They're trying to fix the size of the company. They're trying to fix the teams to actually finally make them develop games faster. But they also try to fix their win margins by cutting corners everywhere and trying to make it so that they can make more money from every dollar they invest. But they are also juggling with a huge hardware crisis and getting new people into the hobby thanks to the AI bubble. Too many issues, too many things they are trying to fix at once, and some of the things they try to fix, I don't think are fixable. Like the hardware, right? You can't really fix that besides of AI hopefully dying or China flooding the market with their hardware stuff, which they're working on, but that will still take a few years. So, yeah, will this work? I doubt it. And I do think that actually the studios which got spun off got the better hand. I know it sounds ridiculous to say this, but I do believe that the studios who are now got kicked out by Xbox will have a better chance and a better time surviving than still being with Xbox. Like, I totally understand that Xbox is angry at Bethesda. We have 2 Fallout seasons of an amazing TV show. Highly recommend. Like, that thing is making numbers. That thing is bringing in new people, and literally, Bethesda has nothing to show for. And don't start me with Fallout 76. That doesn't count. They have nothing to show for. Skyrim, the next Elder Scrolls, Skyrim is retro now at this point. Nearly 2 generations of gamers have never played an Elder Scrolls in their life. They basically hear of Elder Scrolls at a campfire from the older gamers, like it is a legend. The only thing which keeps Elder Scrolls and Skyrim in the news is basically that it's being used for a lot of like porn stuff. And if you think I'm kidding, no, I do not. This was not a joke. Because they've basically figured out Skyrim so much that they are using, Pornhub and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's your legacy at this point with Elder Scrolls being the basis for a lot of online porn. Congratulations. And I get it. As somebody who has bought Xbox, I bought Bethesda, I would have been pissed about this as well. Totally get it. But it seems like everyone else is paying the price. But that wraps it up. All my thoughts on big Xbox disaster, at least here format. So I've enjoyed this, even though it's a very bleak. Appreciate if I leave a like. So if you're new to the channel, see more live streams where we are definitely gaming news every time, and focusing on strategy games and more happy talk sometimes. Creative side to subscribe. With that said, have a good one. Safe. Bye. Got. All right. We got this. Have you ever played Slay the Spire 2? Yes? I think I didn't stream it. Did I stream it? I did play Slay the Spire 2. Yep. I did multiple runs and finished the runs. Yep. I did. I'm just waiting for the full release. It's a good game. It's a good game. But yeah, going back to Xbox. And Helix will not save them. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but if they cannot, and I really mean that, if they cannot get the hardware price under control, it's the same with PlayStation. How do you justify a console mode? Like, they want to put away the physical releases. You are in a confined system. You have to pay a monthly price for playing online. Like the only thing which more or less makes this work and gives people a reason why they would buy a console. Yes, exclusives, but debatable, at which point you have to pay too much, but just plug and play. You don't have to look for system requirements, right? It just you just put it in, you know it's an Xbox game, put it in your Xbox console, it will work, right? It will work. That's the only thing. But how do you justify a console? And even Jason Schreier work a live stream today to talk about Xbox. Holy shit. I think this is the first. But yeah, just again, I don't it's another bad. I think they are trying. The whole bad Game Pass didn't work out, which funny enough they sabotaged themselves. They definitely sabotaged themselves. And I don't know if this thing will really don't. Yeah. Like and don't get me wrong, I'm not an Xbox hater. I'm not an Xbox hater. I don't I'm a PC gamer, so I'm pretty much at the point where I don't really care for PlayStation or Xbox if they exist or not. But I would like to have competition. So just sucks for the people who work there. Definitely sucks for the people. All right. Let's see if we can play some video games. Um, fixed my problem. That's the question. Oh, it's like it. That would suck. Give me send me a new mail. So for everyone who's like, what's the thing? My problem is basically for everyone who has missed this at the beginning. Um, the the game I wanted to play has an error. I'm getting basically like the game is booting. Um, but then says you don't have a license, and I'm like, buddy, I'm literally starting it through Steam. What do you mean I don't have a license? And it's a bug with the codes they gave out to content creators. Yay. Um. So see. You know what? Give me 5 minutes. I'll run some ads in the meantime. And I will see if I can reach out to them again, ask for or something. If not, we are playing some City Skylines. Yep. Let's do it. Right. See you then. Boom. Boom. Boom is great. Love that. That. Back. Do the trick. The boom is great. The boom. Hi. It's me. Oh. And it seems like we have found a solution to our problem. I'm basically re-downloading the game right now and do a full like Steam cage reset. And we're good. Good. That's at least the plan. If not, we are playing some City Skylines. This takes another minute. Oh, about that. Quick note, talking about the whole Xbox thing. This was just announced that now IO Interactive, you know, the creator of Hitman and the newest James Bond, has regained full ownership of Project Fantasy following the Xbox split. I know they have kind of announced this, right? That hey, we will not cancel Project Fantasy. We will push this game over the finish line with our own money. And now they have officially gained the ownership of Project Fantasy. And it is now fully funded by IO Interactive independently. Unfortunately, that is coming with a caveat. Caveat is that, well, they have less money to throw around and they have to completely finance it themselves, which means more risk on them that this game is also becoming a bigger success. They had to shut down the Istanbul subsidiary studio. Yep. So they completely shut it down and laid off people working at that studio. I think that's also another impact we haven't really discussed for the Xbox. Like, we are just talking about Xbox internally, but we don't really talk about all the projects Xbox might have moved in and how much of those projects might be cut because studios do not have the luxury, like IO Interactive, to just finance that thing themselves. So, freaking sucks. You know what? Really hope that Project Fantasy will be an amazing game. And before people are asking, what is Project Fantasy? We don't know because it doesn't even have a name, right? It doesn't even have it. It's a fantasy RPG by IO Interactive, which sounds fantastic. But I really hope it will be now super successful, like Hitman, like 007, and Microsoft will look back at this and go, "Oh fudge." I really hope so. I really hope so. They deserve that. All right, let's see if this worked. would really appreciate that. Sit. So far, I already did that with the loading screen. Oh yeah, I'm also now shown in Steam for me playing Moonlight Peaks. It didn't do that before. Yes. Okay, we are in. Yep, we are in. Okay, fantastic. So if you're wondering, quick note, if you're wondering what was the problem, basically I got a key. That key worked but kind of didn't work because like sometimes for content creators they're giving out special keys and the only difference between those keys and the normie keys, let's call it that, is that you can sometimes play the game earlier. Right. You can play the game before the release, and for reviews and videos they do that. Something screwed up in the background. Right. And basically what happened is whenever I started the game started, did go into the main menu like it did right now, but then a second into the main menu, the game would close down, and Steam would tell me, hey, you're not owning this game. It's like, you just started the game. I wasn't the main huh? How is that even possible? So, long story short, fixed it. Yes. So, let's... I mean, this portrait style. 201, I have absolutely no clue. Graphics. Am I? It's not bound to. Second. Oh no! Don't do that. No. Tell me I can still. My mouse cursor is not bound to my monitor, so it's wandering off to my second monitor. Like right here, right? Whoop, and it's not on my second monitor. Well, that sucks. That freaking sucks. Wait, can I? Okay, let me see. Second here. Maybe in game. Why does this look like the Majora's Mask? Randomize. Wow. They have theme shit. Damn, you can randomize quite a bit. Ooh. Ooh. By the way, huge shout out again to Marvelous Europe. Very important distinction, I think, for actually gifting the game to me so that I can play it. Thank you. Much appreciated. No, this is not a sponsored stream. Just gave me the key and they were like, have fun. So, hello. Oh my. Oh my, look at this. Ooh. So many outfits. Damn. Oh yeah, we need pockets. We need pockets. The more pockets, the more important. You know. Another question. We need pockets. Oh my god, do we have some normal shoes here? Okay. Slippers. Let's do some slippers. Hair. Oh wow. That's a lot of hair. Damn, that's a lot of hair. What the hell, bro? That looks awesome. Unpractical, but very awesome. Do we have orange? That's more red, pink-ish. Can't work with this, chat. Oh, orange. Damn it. We will roll with that. The only thing I don't like is the weird... do we have orange eye color at least? We do. We do. Well, that's at least something. Can we make the eyelashes please not white? Thank you. I do appreciate that. Makeup. Seen some shit. Just going through that breakup. Oh my. I'm the Vampire War. Rawr. Yes. Creature of the night. It's not a face, Mom. The monobrow. Nice. Doesn't like a good monobrow. Okay, we're just going with that. Nope. Not doing that. Okay, oh, that's skin colors. Freckles. Aww, look at all the freckles we can do. Oh. Let's see, what do we have here? Name? Studio. Farm. The Night Siege. It's Creature of the Night and all that, you know. It's not a face, Mom. Hell Kitten. Kitten. As a non-kitten owner, absolutely know what to name kittens. You know, I use my other female online name. Online name. So we're going for Xavian. There we go. I think we're good. Oh, we have to hold. Hold. Amen. No. Huh? It's not a face, Mom? It's not a face, Mom. Apparently we are leaving. We are angry. I mean, shitty weather. You need to watch season 3. Yeah. I'm watching Lucifer right now. Run away from home. Oh my god, it's really not a face, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching Lucifer right now. I'm still at season 3. I haven't watched Lucifer in the last few days. I wanna finish Lucifer. Aww. Choo choo. Vampires need to train. That looks pretty. Mom, Sudia, where are you? Well, Mom, told you it's not just a fan. Mom is typing. I know you're upset, but running away doesn't solve anything. New phone, who's this? Just need some space. I don't know the relationship to my mom here. I understand, sweetheart, but I'm worried. My father is absolutely furious. How good. We barely got a chance to talk about all this. Oh, what? I know you want to do things your own way. But being vampires is not something we cannot do. It's in our blood. I really like the animation and graphics of the art style is also really good. Very pretty. Please come home soon and talk about it. I'm not turning my back on you, just use the rules. Well, I can't stop you. I mean, we're already gone, so yeah. Can you at least tell me where you're going? The Moonlight Peaks. I had a feeling you end up there. Just make sure to take care of yourself. In a town full of supernaturals, things can get messy. Oh my! Anyway, you're old enough to make your own decision. Yeah, don't forget, even though we are tiny cute, right, we are already like 200, 300 years old. Please check in and let us know you're doing well, okay? I'll be okay, don't worry. There we go. Wow. That's a rundown place, to say the least. Well, this is charming. I love the portraits already. Okay, you know, I should have done my due diligence. I really have to do this more. I really have to do this more. Do they use AI? No. No. Not at all. Oh. Oh, they even show... Oh, okay. They even did an artist spotlight, where they show the artists how they are making the art, and then from the art to the what it was, to the 3D. This is the concept, right? By Vice Poignant? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I just butchered that name. That was pretty. I like that. Love the amount of details. And then this is Julia, whatever her full name is. She is the 3D artist. And then she is doing all the thing. Oh, like where she is taking the inspiration from, asset creation, sculpts, painter, then textures, I love that. Then the kid bashing happens. Yeah. Love that. Just love me a peek behind the scenes. So yeah, no AI. They also don't have anything on their Steam page. And they have completely... I think Xseed doesn't use any. So, oh, let's continue. It's a little rustic, sure. Let's rest now. You may present my morning feast when I awake. That sounds like a kitten. Also, I think I have to lower the sounds a bit. It's a bit loud. Wow. It is very rustic. Holy moly. Hey, there's a screenshot mode. Thanks, devs. Yeah, they have to fix this. Devs. Love you. Please make it so that I can cursor my monitor. I have 2 monitors. And that I can go into my OBS over here. I mean, I'm moving around with WASD and hit the buttons and all that, but still not. Please put like in that you can find the mouse cursor to the game, especially if you are not offering anything. Oh no, you do offer full. Why didn't it work that? Oh, full screen also doesn't confine the mouse cursor to the screen. You don't. Yeah, that's. Please fix. Please. Please. Okay, this is where we can cook stuff. Oh my. I want all of it. Margarita pizza. A cappuccino. They called it a battuccino. That's unexpected. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. It is the first complaint I have. The only complaint so far. We can also craft here. Ooh. Oh my, look at this. Ooh. Yeah. Let me guess. Change closes. No, we're good. What are we doing now? Oh! Poke him with a stick and pour water on him. Poke him with a stick? Do something? Maybe for longer jumps. Pour water on him. I have not yet perished. The afterlife, cruel and cold, has... Did you just pour water on? Whoops. The words uncalled. Nani? I may have overindulged last night. Wait a moment. I thought Victor lived alone. Who are you? Who? A crazy old bat. I thought he lived here. Anyway, my tummy is growling. I'm super hungry. So I did some intermediate fasting yesterday. Didn't really ate much besides of a yogurt. And let's just say what? Eating comes to the stream. Anyway, you may refer to me as Orlok Elusius Ambrosier, the Incomparable. Here to farm. Oh, quite. Eureka! You seem somewhat trustworthy. Between you and me, I borrowed a few seeds from my nephew Sammy. Figured I'd skip the middleman and make my own red wine. Sadly, the I have to remember all the voices. Care to help a thirsty vampire? No? It's whenever you hear a dude coming to you and ask you if you're okay with helping a thirsty person out, take a step back. If you hear a vampire asking you to help them out while they are thirsty, run. Sure, I help. Marvelous. Now we had a glint of usefulness about it. Find Victor. Instructions. He's probably holed up in his crypt. It's around here somewhere. Hey, blood grape seeds. Eat. Here's all I know about farming. Dig with your shovel. Plant the seed. Water the merry. Now, get to it. A hefty reward awaits you once the red wine is ready. And be selfish. Oh, and do introduce yourself to me. Your father never bothered, and look how that turned out. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. That kitty. Just a second here. Because, believe it or not, my camera was in the... Check mail. No mail. Harvest purple tulips. I am pretty sure that's super important to do. I don't know what... What the... What's that? What are you? Come here! No. 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 I cannot capture this. Whoa, what was that like? Can I capture you? No. Do I have any tools? So we have spring right now. Let me have a look around. Question jobs. Okay, that's easy. Get that. That's the map. Rip. Oh. 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 There's a beach thingy. Oh. That's a big map. Nice. Ah. Of course. The most important thing. So we have the birthday of somebody. Oh, of Mom. Oh, Mom. Our relationship. Orlok is an acquaintance. So we can do a daily chat We can do a GIF. Oh my. Oh my. That. What's this? Oh, the almanac. Well, I have nothing on so far. Good. Okay, let's go to the bed. Those lags. Wonder if this is due to loading screens. Oh? What the? Studio? By the fangs of the moon, is that really you? I take you a Victor? Don't you recognize me? I'm your uncle. Well, no offense taken. I have changed a bit since I last saw you. Let's just say there was a witch and a curse. Now I'm small, winged, and tragically thumbless. And also you cannot see their amazing portraits. No. No. I'm not allowing that. That takes away from the experience. I will sacrifice myself by throwing my face somewhere else. Yes. Anyway, what brings you to my charming little crypt? Trying to make red wine, apparently. Ah, the noble art of fermented fruit. Well, you're in luck. I know a thing or two about farming. And if you end up growing a few extra grapes, I wouldn't say no to a snack. Let me know if you need help. How do I prepare the soil? Okay, I would jump through this, because this is literally like how to use your tools. I kind of know that now. Good. Very well. Drop by if you change your mind. We just had to talk to him. So now we can actually use our tools and we can just do Yeah, there we go. Broken one. Oh my. I'm apparently not only a vampire, I'm also a wizard. Ish. Pickaxe. Oh, we need better tools for that. Dig. Oh. Oh. Well, hello there. Okay, so... Yeah, No, I'm not trying to murder the kitty. Yet. Let's... Yeah, those lags. Is that autosave? So... I wonder where the... Wait. Oh, yeah. VSync is on, so I'm capped at 60. Weird. Timber! Yeah, I want to remove this area. Okay. Now. Oh yeah, I've been... I will admit, I never understood the energy much. I know it's a very Stardew Valley thing, but here it's like you have a timer anyways, right? You have only a limited amount of time, so at some point you have to go to sleep anyways. So I don't really fully understand energy. I guess to make you plan your days better, what you really want to do. Because especially in Stardew Valley, right, like your days are so important. Like every day counts. And I don't know if it's the case here. I've only played the game for 20 minutes. But nonetheless, I'm running out of things. A lot of energy. Yeah, the little lags are a bit weird. Okay, let's do 3x3 for now. Where's the... Alright. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. Where is... No. That doesn't work. What's the button? What's the button? F for inventory. Okay. Sure. Sure. Ooh. You're not just putting it in the ground. Neat. Love the details. It's a sucker for those. Yeah. Much. Thank you. Oh no, Chad, it's already 12. We have to go to bed. Oh wait, I'm... Looks like the other dude. Just what we need. More broken stuff in this town. Looks like it got hit by lightning. That was probably that storm. Well, it's not going to fix itself. Alright, so what do you propose we do about it? How about you grab a hammer and pitch in, big brother? Right. As the mayor, I've got more pressing matters to attend to. He's a werewolf, isn't he? They're both werewolves. Look at the feetsies. You built the bench in the first place. So that's the reason you should be the one to fix it. Oh. What do we have here? Another vampire in town. Just what I needed tonight. That's Sudia. Nice to meet you. New Dracula's finally returning to fix that mess of a plot. Guess so? Anyway, I'm Brooke Logan. Really? Brooke Logan? And who's your brother? Wolverine Logan? Oh man. The mayor of Moonlight Peaks. May your time here be, well, productive, I suppose. So, Dracula, huh? A Rich Logan. I'm Rich Logan, the town carpenter. And yeah, the brother of this grumpy guy over here. I can already tell you're going to cause a stir around these parts. I'm not here to cause trouble. Relax. I'm not bothered about any rumors surrounding your family. Got nothing to do with me after all. Say, Studio, if you feel like helping out, just bring a few blocks over to... Let's not get carried away, Rich. Listen, can't stop a Dracula from settling their own land. You're new here. We have rules. You need to visit the town hall to register. You're required to keep track of who comes and goes in this town. Check your map if you're not sure where it is. Do we already have a map? No, it's Hulk. Get off my channel. That's all for now. Liquid. I think we have the logs. Oh, we have to wait. Oh, where am I going? Uh-oh. Aww. Broken heart. Ready. Well, map. Okay, yeah, we thank you. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is where I am. Moonlit. Somebody's house. The farm. Okay. I just arrived. Okay, bye. Oh god. Speaking of which, tiny. I really need... I need an art piece. PFP. Where, for my Discord, right? Where Mole is just sitting there, holding up a sign like a coyote, right, from Roadrunner. With, I don't need art. I just need that. Like, just holding up that sign, Looney Tunes style, and be like, I don't need art. Somebody wrote me a DM in Discord because I'm on multiple servers and I only allow people who are also on the servers I am on to write messages to me, right? So I'm not getting completely spammed by spam bots. And somebody wrote me a message a few days ago and was like, "Oh my god, that's such a cute profile picture you have." Like, yeah, you know me. I'm like, yeah, it's super great, and I'm always taking that opportunity to do some advertisement for you. You never know. I know that most people will not go for it, but hey, even if it's just 1 out of 100, then mission successful, right? So it was, of course, being like, hey, here, like, the artist made it for me. And I'm like, oh, that's really great. But could I also interest you in my art? Oh, hi. You're the Dracula kid, right? Oh, I thought you'd be taller. I'm Evan. I guess to see you around. I'm kinda stuck in town right now anyway. Sounds rough. Yeah, not even my fault. Just whatever. I don't want to get into it. Maybe another time. Bye, Evan. Yeah, especially bots or anything like that. Especially when I see that they created like the Discord account like a month ago, I'm always normally like, I'm not even answering that message because I already know where it's going. But I'm also like, oh. Thankfully, where did I put this? Oh yeah, I put it in my Blue Sky message, and since then, I'm not getting any DMs on Blue Sky anymore asking people. And also, I'm on a bot block list, right? So thankfully, I'm there on Discord. Ops. No jobs available. Ah, my God, what is that? I a hippo bat goat thingy. I don't I don't know what I'm looking at, but I want it. So, sorry. So, how's the new place treating you? Settling in okay? Well, you're starting to feel at home. I'm glad to hear that. This is a place that feels like yours. Okay, you. A howling hammer. Oh, they are already closed. Yo! Who are you? I'm Sudia. Oh, right. I'm Ludo. You're on that spooky farm out there, right? Creepy place. I love it. Yep. Oh, sweet. At home. Nice. Well, good luck with the bats and whatever. Maybe I'll stop by for one of those nights. You see a wolf outside your door, don't freak out. It's probably just me. Yeah, he is also a werewolf. Oh boy. Ooh. Ooh, a locked house. I don't like the mini legs having, and I don't know why. Wow. So you're the newcomer everyone's talking about? I'm Sabrina. Oh god, and she looks like her. One of the witches. And of course she is. Oh my god. Where's your cat? Where's Salem? By the way, can I just say, personal opinion, the new Sabrina show is alright, got bad, and then really worse, and then they cancelled it. The old Sabrina show is still the best. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Tell me, are you a vampire, a witch, or something in between? Something in between. Well, isn't that intriguing? Hey, you're Sudia, aren't you? Finally, something exciting is happening around here. I'm Elvira. If you ever want to hang out, oh, and swap? Swamp. Yes, hang out with me in the swamp. Swap vampire stories. Come find me, okay? Yeah. Why are you pointing at her? Hey, you're the new vampire in town, right? That's not. I'm sorry. I mean, welcome, welcome. She definitely strikes me as the hyperactive person. I just know we're going to get along. Don't be a stranger, okay? Oh boy. Books tomorrow. Enter the third eye. So are you? Hey, this outfit. You're the new resident who just moved in, right? I'm Ares. If you ever want to switch up your style, stop by the Third Eye Threads in town. I happen to live there too, so if you just want to chat, you're more than welcome. Let's have a look. Oh. Well, I assume this is the first night where everyone is just like out there to talk to, and they have absolutely nothing to offer. Well, look who it is, the new vampire in town. So, you were the one unfortunate enough to find Orlok sleeping on the porch? Yep, that's me. That oaf. I expected he didn't even apologize. Typical. That reminds me, you should ask him what I, Fiona, did to his bridge. That that a euphemism? Some of my best work. Very pathetic too. If there ever was a person who needed to be taught a lesson. What happened? Let's just say he made a bad joke, and my hand had the final word. Giggity? I am sure your mother would have been proud of me. Oh, good, okay. So she's the one girl. Now we have to see if she can actually repair stuff for us. Uh-oh. Well, hello there. You must be the new resident. I definitely remember a face like yours. The name's Noel. I'm a talented, if I do say so myself. Nice to... So the fastest broom racer in town. Nice to... And, of course, I've got the best smile side of the moon. But you've probably noticed that already. Narcissist alarm. Speechless. I understand. Don't worry. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other. I'll make sure of it. And creepy. See you around, gorgeous. Oh, thank you. You are a walking red flag. Mm-hmm. You're a walking warlock. Ready. Enter the broken lamp. They're open. Let's use a home. Oh. Smashed already? You was treating me earlier. Yeah, I don't think he should get any more wine, to be honest. Oh. Who might you be? I'm Sudio. Sudi. See. Summer. I run this bar. It's the local pub for supernatural. We are open. Oh my, I can shop. Yeah, man. The glue wine? I Huh. Say something, but man, I really love the details. I really love the interior. What a peculiar closet. I wonder if you can actually move it. Also, no music inside of. It's getting morning. There it is. Wait. I got a bat? That looks amazing. But what am I doing with that bat now? I... What just happened? Okay, let's remember that there is a bat here. Probably have to give that to somebody. Oh, this is a cauldron? No, wait, this is the one thing. No, this is the weapon. Oh? And yeah, the interior design is... Is that another bat? Yep. I don't know what to do with that, but... Oh. Hello? Let me enter your house with an axe. Oh, hey girl. Hey! You're new here, aren't you? I'm Alina. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around. Especially if you like quiet places. I tend to stick to them. If you run into serious trouble or find a lost creature, hit me up. Well, well, well. So we have to bring the owls to her. Bad owls. Okay, let's grab the bad owl. And let's park it here. Give. Oh, no. Wait, what? I think it was. And we are running out of time. Uh-oh. Are we smoldering? No? Oh, yeah, we do. We are sparkling like Twilight. Well, I don't think it's sparkling. It's actually smoldering. It's not a good thing. Wow, we really stretched that thin, huh? Would have nearly learned very quickly, like, what happens with the sun. Oh, that's interesting. Samael cannot be dated? Aww. Sad. Good evening. What the? Well, the roof isn't looking too good. It's just, open season. Great for sunshine. Moonshine. That storm was the final nail in the coffin. Get it? Because you're a vampire. You're hilarious. So, here's an idea. Want me to patch that up before the whole thing comes down on your head? That would be great. Good call. Don't worry, we'll get taken care of it. Here's the deal. I can fix that roof for you, but I need some resources to get started. If you bring me what I need, I make the repairs free of charge. You'll get used to it though. Your upgrades won't be on the house. I need a lot of planks for this job. You probably don't have a refiner yet, so make the planks myself. Bring me 50 wood. Got it. Alright, see you soon. Take too long, hate to see this place collapse into a pile of rubble. Alright, for folks, I will leave. I know it was a very short gaming thing. I think we will return to it tomorrow. I think we will stream another round tomorrow or so. Yeah. Yeah. I think it will be fine. And then we can just focus on the game a bit more. Because we like an hour. It's not a lot. But yeah, I think it will be back tomorrow. But I really wanted to talk about the Xbox thingy. And now I need to make some food because I'm starving. I'm starving. So I will be back tomorrow. I'll run some ads, as per usual, at the end of the stream. Back tomorrow. More Moonlight Peaks. Have a good one, folks. See you then. Hitching! Rah, rah. Thank you for watching.